The three-game week comes to an end in the EFL Championship. Here are my hot takes for round 22. Watching brief. Leicester fans have had their feet up all weekend. They play on Monday night at Birmingham. Join us for the watch-along for that one. First up of the chasers were Ipswich, and it was 2-2 in the big East Anglian derby against Norwich. In terms of things ending all square, the yellow half of East Anglia seemed to be a bit happier with Ipswich wasteful in front of goal in the first half, and Johnny Rowe able to capitalise on some hesitancy defending balls into the box from the town back four. I was at the game, so if you want to know more, I will link the vlog at the end of the video. Ipswich fans were certainly a little more comfortable with the point a couple of hours after the game as Coventry held Leeds 1-1 at Ellen Road, meaning the gap will still be 10 points going into that massive Leeds v Ipswich head-to-head next weekend. That exceptional front four, though, was at it again for Leeds. Rutter to Somerville brings the totaliser to 49 for combined goal contributions. But both Leeds and Ipswich fans were singing a similar lament yesterday. It went, "We weren't clinical enough and we need to defend crosses better." We will get into the build-up for the big head-to-head at Ellen Road on Saturday during mid-week. So far then, it's Southampton who are the only three-pointers up at the top, but that could of course change on Monday night. Saints cruised in 4-0 over Blackburn with Callum Britton's red card at 1-0, not helping Rovers' cause at all. Brilliant stuff from Charlie Alcaraz. He tried a Panenka penalty, put that one over the bar, and when his chance then came in, open play to make it 4-0, he damn well put his foot straight through it. Saints now level on points with Leeds, 14 undefeated, worth 10-point gap though to Ipswich and Leicester, with the chance for the Foxes to make it 13 tomorrow night. Top 6 fix. West Brom held their position in 5th, but it was a bit of a frustrating draw at home to Stoke in the Sunday afternoon game. The Potters kind of lucked into the lead when Gooch's cross just flew in at the far post. Thomas Asante equalised, but the Baggies could not go on and get the winner. Now, since we got all excited about West Brom's run of 5 wins in 6 and the possibility of them joining the automatic promotion race, they've won just 1 in 4, and that gap up to second spot now seems a little bit of an unrealistic one to bridge. Stoke, they'll happily take a point. Need to get a new manager in very soon though. Hull, well, they started the week badly with defeat at QPR, but ended it very well with an away win at Middlesbrough. Comfortable one yesterday at the MKM against Cardiff. Manager Liam Rosenior also confirmed his new contract, and the Tigers are a game away from being in the top 6 at the halfway mark in this season. Hull eased in 3-0 over Cardiff. A couple of lovely goals too, with Twine's free kick and then some filth from Tufan to control and lob the keeper. Sunderland, well, they couldn't hit the magic 9-point week after winning their first 2 games of this 3-game week. They went under 1-0 at Bristol City. Very much needed win for Liam Manning that brings him over the point per game mark. Conway with the goal from the penalty spot. Big shout out for keeper Max O'Leary for a couple of fabulous saves to help secure the clean sheet and thus the 3 points from Bristol City. The happiest of the chasers though will be Watford. Not only were they dropped points from the 5 teams closest to them in the table, but also 5 goals to celebrate in their absolute hammering of Preston. I saw Watford in midweek against Ipswich. I thought they were pretty decent in defeat, so I'm not surprised they've got this win, but 5-1? Wow. Even more incredibly, the Hornets went behind in this one. Lovely flick goal from Will Keane, by the way. It was level at 1-1 at half-time, but things got horribly away from Preston in the second half. They have only won 3 of their last 15. Conversely, Watford going the other way, only 2 defeats in 12. Now, you might see a YouTuber with millions of subscribers and views a week driving a Bentley. It's a bit more modest, I have to say, when you're covering the Championship. So if you can find a few quid each month to support over on Patreon or by hitting the join button here, you are making the world of difference for myself, Shaylee and Enid. The late show. Some really late goals to talk about now. We've got decisive strikes that changed the outcome of 3 of these last 4 games in the 94th, 96th and 97th minute to guarantee some December drama in the Championship. We'll deal with the one game that was done before stoppage time first, and that was Middlesbrough's win at Swansea. Borough won this one 2-1 with one of those rare indirect free kicks from inside the penalty box. Silvera squeezing it in with virtually the entire Swans team back on the goal line. It had been 3 defeats in a row for Borough, so they really needed that, and they also need a few of their missing players to return still. Swansea need a new manager after the sacking of Mike Duff a couple of weeks back. Right, into the late goals then, and it was minute 94 when Anthony Musaba nicked a win for Sheffield Wednesday over QPR at Hillsborough. The Owls coming from behind in this battle of two bottom three sides who have improved quite a bit under their new managers. Martí Cifuentes had guided Rangers to 3 wins in 4. Now, Danny Roll has done exactly that for Wednesday. Both sides are getting closer to the chasing pack, and in the process, leaving Rotherham adrift at the bottom. The Millers fell victim to a 96th minute goal at Plymouth. Argyle are always strong at home, but it took a Rotherham red card and a late stroke from Morgan Whittaker to grab the win here 3-2. Absolute crazy game. Rotherham lead, then Plymouth lead. Rotherham red card. Ayala with his second red in consecutive appearances. The 10 men then equalise majorly before that killer blow from Whittaker. Argyle, 12 points in their last 5 home games. Brilliant stuff. They jump up to 16th. Rotherham, rock bottom, no wins in 10, which leaves us one more game. The latest goal in this segment came in the 97th minute. I thought we might get the unhelpful draw between Millwall and Huddersfield, and so it proved just. Bergzog's late penalty equalising Norton Cuffey's opener, and both sides winless runs continued. Huddersfield 4 games now and Millwall 6 without a win. Given the rising tide below them, a victory here for either side would have been far more helpful. There you go, that's the hot takes for round 22. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we head into the Christmas period. As promised, you can click here to stay with the channel and watch my vlog from a pulsating East Anglian derby at Portman Road yesterday lunchtime.